happy to see you here. Could you please introduce RedCore Investments? What is your main focus of investment and what makes your approach differ from the approaches of other members of the market?
Yeah, so in RedCore, we typically use the M&A model, which means that we prefer strategic partnership rather than, just giving money. We also provide our investment product an access to our internal infrastructure, market-specific expertise. We can be your first client, to be honest.
As you already mentioned, RedCore Investments use M&A model rather than traditional venture capital. How does this changes? What startups then get from this beyond just funding?
Yeah, well, as I said, it means a complete integration in our business group. And usually integration, it's made by the needs of the project. For example, we can help you hire a team of professionals or help you build a sustainable internal infrastructure. And for the projects who already have it, we can provide the traffic, marketing support, or maybe even, in support in creating your business strategy.
And can you please tell us how does it look like now, integration into business group for partners? Yeah.
Yeah, so usually it starts from the several interviews, pre-screening process, due diligence, of course, and after the positive decision for the investments are made, we usually start to gradually introduce this product into our internal infrastructure, as mentioned. For example, from the start, it's usually a technical team, after it's financial, legal, etc., etc., etc. So by the needs of the project.
Yeah, now it's clear. When looking beyond a single industry, what are the signs that it's time to explore something absolutely new?
Well, to be clear, I think that when it's become unbelievably competitive. So when the product that you made becoming a norm, it's usually stands not for a barrier. It stands for an opportunity to make your new ideas in this market. So basically, I would like to point the new startups then that if you feel there is a lot of products that you've made, usually you need to start thinking outside the box. Yeah.
Okay. And everyone talks now about AI and automation.
Yeah.
What do you see startups overpromising when we're speaking about AI capabilities?
This is a problem, I think. The AI is not a panacea for everything, obviously. It's a comprehensive tool, but nothing more. You can hammer the nails with a microscope, but obviously it's much more smarter to use it other way. Your product must be, complete without an AI, and AI can make it better, or maybe faster, or maybe reduce your costs, etc., etc. So it doesn't need to be a center idea of your product. Well, unless you're an AI itself, yes.
What does a startup need today to seriously be considered for investment? If the criteria changed, for example, it's more about team, it's more about traction or unit economics now compared for the results for the last few years?
Well, obviously, the team is a cornerstone of every project. Your project simply cannot evolve without a good team. But, after seeing so much applicants, so much startups, I would say that your product needs to be solid. All its components needs to be interconnected, they need to be clear, they need to be understandable and needed for the market needs. So basically, these can help your product be flexible under circumstances.
When startups sometimes get rejected from investor, and I think it's not always the end of the road, but still, when founders hear no, what should they do? Maybe they have to change a team, maybe they have to make metrics better, or maybe still they have to find for investor that fits better.
Well, I want to be clear with this because if you say no, and especially it's your first time, it's not about your product, maybe. You may be out of the focus of the investor that you approach. Maybe just look for another investor. And secondly, I would say that if you thought about rejection, maybe the deal is with you. You need to be more prepared. You need to understand what your project is, what it consists of, how the cogs are running in your product, because investor wouldn't invest in your project unless you will make an advocacy of it. You need to be, the expert more than investor in your product. This may, I don't know. I think this is a cornerstone of every pitch process, every investment process. We look for the professionals. We don't look for the guys that just want money.
Yeah, so it doesn't depend only on one factor. It's like a summary of factors that then work together and then give result. And
usually yes.
Yeah. Beyond AI, what emerging trends are you watching closely right now? Is it consolidation in certain verticals? Maybe new compliance pressures? How do you think? What will happen in the next few years?
Well, obviously, based on what we see now, I would say that RegTech is raising, and it becomes a necessity because of the emerging markets, because of the changes. Well, I think next 2-3 years, RegTech will be on race, definitely. And also, I would say, a kind of AI infrastructure solutions, because right now there is a race between AIs, between a project that uses AI for the accuracy, for clear metrics, for clear predictions. So yeah, I think when the market emerges so fast, it definitely needs an attention.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, and we will see what will be. It's very interesting. We can just imagine what can happen, but still we will see. Thank you so much for this conversation. It was so interesting, and see you next time.
See you next time.